diurnals, as in a day, seasonal differences, summer to winter, solar variability. So solar variability, the sun itself changes its output slightly on a sort of semi-annual scale. So there are different solar cycles we know about, 7-year cycles, 11-year cycles, and so on. They're related to changes in solar output, which are imprecisely understood. There's a big solar flare that just sort of came off today, for example. But basically the sun doesn't change its output that much. Seasonal differences, these are much larger, right? The seasonal differences in solar radiation that are received in the sort of high latitudes of the Earth are enough to cause enormous differences in our climate from summer to winter. If you live in a continental area, not too far from, like in the mid-latitudes, between the mid-latitudes and the poles, then your temperature can range from -30 to +30 from summer to winter. New Zealand doesn't have anything near like that sort of difference in climate from summer to winter. But anyway, the changing energy from the sun can make a huge difference depending on where you are on the Earth. Changes in atmospheric composition, chemistry, dust, aerosols, and so on. This is the sort of stuff that's encapsulated by the greenhouse effect, but there's more to it. So you could imagine, I don't know, if the Earth got a lot windier or a lot drier, there might be more dust in the atmosphere, and that would stop some of the incoming shortwave radiation from the sun. It might cool the Earth down. Another example of that, which I guess is it here? Yeah, aerosols. If a volcano erupts, puts lots of sulfates into the atmosphere, these aerosols are good at trapping the incoming solar radiation as well and stopping it from getting to the Earth. So when volcanoes erupt, typically the Earth gets a little bit cooler for a couple of years. When Mount Pinatubo erupted in 1991, it cooled the Earth by about 1 degree for a couple of years. Right, so there are lots of different things that can affect the energy balance. Changing surface characteristics, albedo, I'm going to talk about this in a minute. If you have a snow surface that's very bright, it reflects a lot of incoming solar radiation straight back to space. If your surface of the Earth is dark, like a brown soil or something, a lot will be absorbed. Right? Makes a big difference.